Day.
The United States of America would like to invite you to come spy with me.
I'm Jen Glenn, and tomorrow we'll show you 8 completely different holiday looks. And actor Kurt Russell live via satellite from Hollywood on Good Morning Houston.
Calvin, I want you and Chris to get on your long woolen underwear and get down here immediately. And bring those 2 forensics reports. Okay. Now, folks, I've got 2 more detectives going to show up here in a minute.
You've had men in and out of the house all morning, and what have you accomplished? Nothing.
Well, have you got somewhere to go, Sir Humphrey?
As a matter of fact...
Look, the chief has made it quite clear that we are to be confined to this house.
What for? Surely you're not suggesting that one of us...
Look, may I point out that Sophia Capulet is the 2nd person to have been murdered out of this household in the past 2 weeks.
My Sophia. She was more than a secretary to me. She was like a sister.
Yes, well, be that as it may, nobody is leaving this household until I find out who killed them.
But, Mr. Mallory, buddy, no. Now, Mr. Mallory, I hate to tell you your business, but after this 2nd murder, there should be no doubt.
About what?
Why, that they were both murdered by a ghost.
Chris, Chief wants us out of the Arrow House right away. Strongly suggests we dress warmly. Chris?
I'm all right. No, I'm not. I had to send Matthew away again. To my parents' house, and this time I just don't know for how long.
You mean because of all the burglaries that have been happening at your apartment?
Yeah, I had no choice. I mean, this is just not an ordinary burglary, you know. It's just so personal, and I know whoever it is gonna come back again. So I had to send him away. It's just for his own safety, but boy, I really miss him already.
Look, Chris, what you did would have been hard for any mother to do, but you did it because you love your son. There's no reason for you to feel guilty.
Yeah, I know I didn't want to send him away. He just really doesn't understand.
So Gunther said that she wanted to see the gazebo. That's the last time anybody saw Miss Capulet alive, as far as we can tell. Well, as far as anybody's willing to admit, you mean? The dinner gong was sounded. When she didn't arrive and Gunther told me what had happened, we came out here to investigate. And there she was. Now, Derek, this is the truth. As soon as I saw that she was dead, and I'm the only one who went out there, I ordered Gunther to call you right away. No one else went near the body until your men came and removed it and obliterated all the tracks that were here. Oh, no, wait a minute. Give them a little credit. They did take accurate measurements of the footprints. The high heels cut through the crust of the snow so cleanly that they left good impressions. Derek, aside from my footprints, the only tracks in the snow were her high heel marks, and they only went in one direction, towards the gazebo. You sure there were no other prints? Nothing that might have been covered up? Don't you think I wanted to find them? I searched this whole area around here with my flashlight. So what are you saying? No other tracks. After Gunther left, that she went out towards the gazebo and never returned? And no one followed her. At least no one who left any tracks. Yet she was murdered. Exactly the same way that Krauss was, strangled with a chain. No. Can't have happened like that. It's impossible. Don't you think I know that? If it did happen that way, it means that we have to believe Dot Earl's story that there's a ghost in this house who murders people.
Edge of Night is brought to you by Era Plus. Gets out many tough stains with protein. And by pH Balance Secret. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
A man, a woman. Both play hard, both perspire. But Secret Antiperspirant knows that her perspiration can be very different from his. Watch. This special pH paper proves her perspiration is several times more alkaline than his. Notice the dramatic change in her paper, which shows just how different they are. And Secret's pH balance formula works with a woman's chemistry. It actually accommodates her higher pH level, so Secret can give her the protection she needs to help stay dry all day. All this, and Secret's pretty fragrance, too. Thanks to Secret, you can play as hard as a man and still feel dry like a woman. pH Balance Secret. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Stains. Tough stains on laundry. Today, there's a liquid laundry detergent that lets you write them off. Even set in blood. Like that. The detergent is Era Plus. The plus is stain-cleansing protein. Why protein? Because many stains, like blood and grass, are made of protein. And protein gets out protein. Put Era Plus on stains. Add a quarter cup to clean the whole wash. Nothing gets out every stain, but Era Plus gets out some of the toughest. Era Plus gets out stains with the surprising cleaning power of protein.
You said Miss Capulet went out there looking for a ghost. What is that all about?
Raven came up with this horror story about a tragedy that happened here at the house many, many years ago. She told it to Dot Earl, and Dot told all her guests. Sophia was intrigued by the story and came out here to see the gazebo.
What's a gazebo got to do with it?
Well, the story takes place in the 1870s. There was a servant girl here named Anne Hayes, who was made pregnant by, apparently, and then later murdered by a master of the house, Marcus Crosby, who then, it seems, was murdered by a jealous boyfriend. The theory is that her body was buried beneath the gazebo.
And what, she returned 100 years later?
It's Raven's story, it's not mine.
You know, you're right. There are no other tracks by the gazebo. The tracks the victim left have been measured and compared to the shoes on her feet.
Perfect match?
Yep, like Cinderella. Now, the width of the track is a little bit wider than her shoe, but that could have been caused by evaporation. And the distance between the steps, the stride, is equivalent to what it should be, a woman of her height.
Or by someone carrying Sophia's body who might have been wearing high heels?
No, sorry. The depth of the tracks in the snow indicate that a single person made them.
How do you know that?
Okay. If Sophia was murdered someplace else, then carried to the gazebo, the tracks would have been much deeper, reflecting her weight as well as whoever else was carrying her, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so anyway, with one set of tracks, how did they get back?
Chris, Chief, look, there's another set of footprints over there, but these definitely belong to a man who's got a hole in the sole of his right shoe.
The hobo. The hobo with a Spanish accent.
What hobo with a Spanish accent?
He was here up there the other day, begging for food.
Oh, for crying out. All right, get an APB out on this hobo. Yeah, but why would a hobo want to kill two people? You sure it wasn't somebody in disguise?
I got a good look at him when he was eating. He is what he claimed to be. But those tracks end right there. They don't go anywhere near the gazebo.
Look, Sky was just telling me this horror ghost story that may explain why the victim was wandering around out there, but it leaves a couple of questions unanswered.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, why would either one of these ghosts want to kill somebody, huh?
Don't you have a better idea?
No. All right, I want you two to cover the grounds again.
What, now?
Well, I know it's cold out.
Freezing out here.
Look, the evidence we have doesn't make any sense. Therefore, there must be more evidence out there. You two better find it before it starts to snow again.
Oh, I'll be inside.
Thanks.
What about snowshoes?
It's too late. Forget it. My feet are numb already.
No, I mean for the murderer. I mean, the crust of the ground is rather hard.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's hard enough to withstand the weight of snowshoes, but I guess anything's worth an experiment at this point.
I think that we were meant to believe that what we saw was the ghost of Ann Hayes.
But ruling out that there really was a ghost?
Well, it had to be either Gillian Digby or Dot Earl. It had to be one of them.
Because immediately afterwards, you went up these stairs, and Raven was down at the end of that corridor, and no ghost passed either one of you, huh?
Right, I checked the 4 bedrooms that she might have gone into, and present were Guy Tavernier. He was in his room. Gillian Digby and Dot Earl were there. Sophia's room was empty. She was down here with Gunther.
All right, so what are you saying, that it was physically impossible for Tavernier to impersonate this ghost?
Well, I only saw her for a split second, but I'm pretty sure it was a woman.
All right. Why would either one of those women want to haunt this house?
I don't know. Maybe she had heard the story of Ann Hayes already and decided that if she was going to kill again, it might make a good diversion, a ghost story.
Yeah, maybe. But that still doesn't give me a motive.
Oxford.
Where the hell did you find these?
Hanging in the pantry.
Convenient to any would-be murderer. I don't know, Chris. I think this would have made a definite mark in the snow. Oh. Now, look, that is a definite pattern, wouldn't you say?
Unfortunately. Okay, scratch the snowshoe theory.
All right, now we've agreed that it couldn't have been a helicopter because somebody would have heard it, right?
Right. And if they'd used a rope, it would have left some kind of mark on the house.
Okay. Try this for size. Now, we know that the footprints were made by Sophia's high heels, right?
Right.
Okay, suppose the murderer wore those shoes, walked over here, strangled Sophia, and then retraced their steps walking backwards.
Okay, but that leaves one problem.
Yeah, and it's a biggie. If the footprints were made by the murderer, then how did Sophia get to the gazebo?
That's right. We've got to remember that the depth of the track in the snow indicates the weight of one person alone. Now, the murderer couldn't have carried the body there, even if he or she made the tracks.
Yeah, well, then you got your pick. We either got a flying murderer or a flying victim. Either way, the whole thing's impossible. Come on.
Who won?
Don't ask.
What are you eating?
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds? Do you know about Sunlight cooking oil?
Yes.
Sunlight's made from 100% sunflower seed oil.
So?
So it's lower in saturated fats than all the leading oils, with no cholesterol.
And it tastes great.
Well, that I know.
Sunlight from Wesson, all natural from the seed of the sunflower.
Time to make a batch of raisin cakes, raisin pies, raisin fudge, raisin gingerbread. Make some raisin stuffing, candied yams, deviled hams, and make sure Santa Claus gets fed. Time to make ambrosia, raisin tarts, raisin rolls, raisin snacks, eat up every crumb.
California raisins make Christmas magic.
Yum, yum.
You know, the problem with this case isn't a lack of clues. It's just that there are too many of them.
Yeah, there's always a unifying thread.
Thank you, Charlie Chan.
Were you able to find out anything about what this business meeting is all about?
Yeah. Well, what do you know about an island in the Caribbean called Agua Caliente?
Well, I've never even heard of it.
Well, I saw a map of it in Jim's study. Now, put this together. Heinrich Krauss, who got together with Alicia Van Dyne a few years ago to help topple a Central African republic so they could get the mineral rights. Put that together with Tavernier, who's a munitions salesman with a trunk full of his samples in his room, and what do you get?
You think they're planning something similar? What do you mean, to them, revolution is just a business?
It's like the acquisition of another subsidiary.
Huh. Maybe I should arrest the whole bunch right now.
What can you arrest them for? What have they... Does Tavernier have a license for samples?
Yeah, I checked with customs.
Well, then what have they done? What can you charge them with?
I don't know, but I can think of something. I can't just sit around while they plot this whole thing and wait till it's all over.
You can't charge them with anything. They haven't done anything but talk about it yet.
Chief.
What?
Look, if there are any more clues out there, they're definitely buried under the snow, along with our theories on how this thing was done in the first place.
Maybe you should go out and search again.
Skylar?
Excuse me.
Would you start to prepare dinner, please?
You'll have to excuse me. I can't do any more detecting right now.
Oh, what a shame. Why?
I have to go prepare dinner.
Well, don't set a place for us. We won't be staying.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, Derek.
Look, Look, I want you two to go back over the backgrounds of each one of these house guests and stay on top of the search for that hobo. He shouldn't be too difficult to spot. I don't think he killed anybody, but he certainly might have seen something. We'll be right back.
Sounds
All right,
like a
folks.
nice, warm indoor assignment.
My detectives and I will be leaving now.
So soon?
Let me remind you once again that nobody is to leave this house, and that includes you, Sir Humphrey.
Yes, yes, yes.
Just to make sure, I'll have a man posted down at the end of the road.
Blast.
I got there. No, come on, what happened?
Mr. Whitney, now look, I left Miss Capulet playing in the snow there by the gazebo. I came in the house. Now that's it.
Where did you go?
I went into my room to get warm. I was freezing.
Wasn't she cold?
Well, no, she had this cape on.
What cape?
Well, you know, the one that she was wearing the first day that she arrived here.
She was wearing a cape when she was in the backyard going to the gazebo?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, didn't she have it on when you saw her?
No, she didn't. There was no sign of it either. Well, didn't you notice that?
Well, I mean, how could I? I mean, you had me call Chief Mallory.
So within just a few yards, a cape disappeared?
Oh, it was stolen.
Come on, that's crazy. I mean, who's going to kill somebody for a cape?
I'll get that.
Well, I think I better see to dinner.
Oh, Gunther, wait a minute. I have something I want you to do for me.
Well, well, the detective business must have been an absolute disaster.
Mr. Gordon's never tried Charmin. Watch me get him. Mr. Gordon, quick, help! Help! Quick!
Oh, so this is Charmin.
Haven't you ever tried it?
No, is it good?
Squeeze it.
It's soft.
And?
And cushiony.
And?
And squeezable.
Mr. Whipple, did I hear you tell him to squeeze the Charmin?
You did. Listen, I know once people squeeze Charmin and discover its softness...
They'll be back for more.
Uh-huh. Just squeeze the Charmin and... I got you.
Charmin. The squeezing gets you, the softness keeps you.
Beautiful. Oh. You didn't have to do all this for us.
You let your joy show in the things you do, so let our joy flow. Watch that shine come through, you'll see your plates glow. People notice them too, our joy's a reason.
Only Lemon Fresh Joy's exclusive formula lets dishes dry clean, shiny, practically spot-free, right on the rack. Watch. Other leading brands can dry, leaving dirty-looking spots. Only Joy's Lemon Fresh formula lets dishes dry clean, practically spot-free, down to the shine.
You let your joy show in the things you do, you'll see your plates glow. People notice them too, our joy's a reason. Let your joy show.
This is your other case, is it?
What are you doing here, Alicia?
Well, I was invited by the Earls.
Oh, welcome, little lady. For a while there, I didn't think you were going to make it.
You couldn't keep me away. I was just tied up at Imaging, and I didn't have the time.
You're part of this business deal too, Alicia?
No, you know my servant, Whitney, do you?
Intimately.
You know that your old comrade in arms, Heinrich Kraus, was murdered here in this house?
Do you know what that means? There's an extra room available.
2, actually. Sophia Capulet won't be needing hers either.
Either one will do.
The former occupants were both murdered.
Sky, would you fetch my luggage, please? Oh, Guy, I came as soon as I heard about poor Sophia. It must have been dreadful for you.
Yes. She was very special to me.
Well, I'm here now to look after you.
Thank you.
Darling.
Well, does Alicia know that you're detectives?
Yes, she does. She tried to hire Raven and me a few weeks ago.
The rest of the house guests, I don't want them to know why you and your wife are here. They wouldn't cotton much to having detectives underfoot.
No, I don't imagine they would.
Do you think Alicia's going to spill the beans?
You'd have to ask her.
Where are you going?
To fetch her luggage.
You remember that guy that bumped into me that day we went to Imaging?
Yeah, the one that said he knew you from sometime in your past.
Yeah, Jeremy Rhodes. Well, I couldn't remember from where, so I went to question him.
Obviously, no luck.
Well, he admitted that he'd been in New York studying photography, but when I tried to get a little bit more out of him, he became very defensive.
How about running a little background check courtesy of your old boss?
Yeah, well, the NYPD is checking on it, but they said it's going to take a few days.
Yeah, well, I suggest that you save yourself a pair of heels, honey, because there's nothing you can do but sit and wait.
Wait? When there's somebody out there? Somebody with my gun? Just wait until someday I stop at a hot dog stand and a bullet comes whizzing out of the night? Or wait until my parents raise my son? No. No way.
All right. You, have something in mind?
I want to set a trap.
Oh, look. The snow has begun to fall again.
Now we won't be able to leave even if the police would allow us.
Oh, it blankets everything. Silence is a shroud.
Thought you served from the other side, dear. Dorothy, is this some sort of hire the needy program that you've started?
Well, they're new here, but they come highly recommended.
Oh, yes, I can imagine. I said I didn't want any salad.
It's good for you.
Is everything all right?
Please do not bother yourself with me, Dot.
Oh, just checking. Bunny? Alicia's going to tell who the Whitneys really are. I just know it.
I don't think they'll notice that the soup is hot. It'll cool off, but the soup's a little hot. Don't you think?
Yes, probably.
When we get to the main course, why don't you just let Sky serve me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, but he doesn't serve leftovers.
Skyle and Alicia seem to know each other extremely well.
Well, the Whitneys are certainly a very odd pair of servants, aren't they?
God, calm down, for heaven's sakes, will you?
But if Alicia doesn't watch it, she's going to be wearing her food instead of eating it.
Wind Song from Prince Machiavelli.
Give it to the gentleman right over there.
I can't seem to forget you. Your wind song stays on my mind.
Wind Song Perfume by Prince Machiavelli. Also from Prince Machiavelli. Put it on. Aviance Night Musk. Introducing Aviance Night Musk. Put it on and have an Aviance night.
Are you missing something in your treatment of sinus? Introducing new Maximum Strength Sinutab with maximum decongestant to let you breathe again, maximum antihistamine to dry up runny nose, watery eyes, maximum non-aspirin pain reliever for throbbing headache. New Maximum Strength Sinutab. You can't buy a stronger, more complete sinus remedy without a prescription. New Maximum Strength Sinutab. It's the most you can do for your sinuses.
Thursday.
The United States of America would like to invite you to come spy with me.
Average Americans enter the world of real spies.
He's usually such fun.
Thursday at 9:30, 8:30 Central and Mountain, the premiere of television's newest spy game, Masquerade. Right after the premiere of Automan.
Ice cream in the middle of winter. Oh, how American.
Yeah, that's us, American, through and through.
Just a little.
Oh, come on. Certainly you can't harm that figure.
I said just a little chocolate sauce, please. Try not to spill it.
Raven.
She said she wanted the sauce.
Oh, Raven, what are you doing? Give her the sauce.
You heard her.
On second thought, I'd rather not have any.
Oh, Raven.
Oh, if you'll excuse me, please.
Oh, she certainly has a surly manner, especially for a servant.
I must say I miss Sophia dreadfully, but this one has spirit.
Where are you going?
To get a breath of fresh air. Tomorrow, I am going to make sure that you and your wife are out of this house and unemployed permanently.
Oh, no, you're not.
Did you see what she did to me? How could you marry such a cat?
I love her.
See how much you love her when you find out that she's gotten you both fired.
You're not going to try to do that.
What are you going to do, resign?
No, but if you do try to get us fired, what I will do is call a few friends of mine at the State Department, and this little revolution down in the Caribbean will be at an end before the first shot is fired.
Oh, you know about that, do you? You're good. What the hell is that?
It's our resident ghost alarm. Every home should have one.
Now what?
Ghosts!
For sure. What? Jim.
Here, give me a wait here, wait here.
Except for yours and mine. There are no footprints at all. But it can't be.
Whitney! Whoa, wait there. We've got enough tracks here as it is.
Mr. Whitney, this can't be happening. This time there's no prints at all.
It's an invisible top. No, it's Aquafresh with a new see-through top. I can see it's triple protection formula. Only Aquafresh has it.
The maximum fluoride protection of the leading paste. All the breath freshener of the leading gel. And gentle cleaners that even remove stained film. Concentrated in one complete toothpaste.
And tests prove mothers prefer Aquafresh to the other leading brands.
Triple protection Aquafresh, a complete toothpaste.
Why not start their morning in a warm way? Smooth.
Apple.
Creamy.
Raisins.
Delicious.
Peaches and cream.
I feel better when he eats a warm breakfast. And Quaker's flavors make it easy.
With instant Quaker oatmeal, you can really make their morning.
Tonight, the Flying Valencias perform heart-stopping stunts on the flying trapeze while blindfolded. And a singing dog performs in concert on That's Incredible. Then the Packers launch their explosive offense against Tampa Bay on ABC's NFL Monday Night Football.
Tonight, Social Security snafus. The government insists this woman is dead.
I can't believe this.
This grocer lost $19,000 cashing checks the government wanted back.
They empty the account.
How could this happen? Watch ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Coming up next here on Eyewitness Extra, the question, should she receive life-prolonging surgery? Well, today, a decision by the Supreme Court on the case of a critically ill baby, a little girl we have come to know as Baby Jane Doe. Also coming up today, another terror bomb attack on a U.S. embassy, and under extreme tight security, President Reagan comes to New York to honor U.S. heroes.
A new study on education has given the U.S. a bad report card in some subjects. We'll have more information to help make your Christmas just a bit safer. Today, another warning about dangerous toys. And the one, the only, the Luke, the gem of General Hospital in town because he's made a decision. We're going to be there with a live report. And we have a great deal more coming up in a moment on Eyewitness Extra for this Monday.
Hospital not only is the star, Tony Geary, here in New York, he also has a major announcement to make. Will he stay? Will he go? Well, stay tuned because Laureen Black is standing by live outside the Plaza Hotel
Laura
with
Black.
the story. Come on.
I'm a Tony Geary
Sell
fan. Don't start with me, Ernie. Anyway, this is in Port Charles. It is the Plaza Hotel, and nonetheless, Luke Spencer is here in this very building. We did expect a myriad of fans, but the inclement weather may have kept them glued in front of their TV sets. Anyway, here's what's happened. Tony Geary, who's amassed an incredible following and an incredible fortune as General Hospital's Luke Spencer, is expected to reveal his future plans. His contract is up, and the question is, will he stay or will he leave? There was a press conference scheduled to begin at 4:30. Now it has been moved up to 5. We're talking real soap opera here. Everybody is hanging by a thread, waiting to find out what he is going to do. I am waiting. But I do want to tell you this, that for all those Luke fans out there, again, you can call Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock. They'll be telling you the hotline number, and you can talk to the man yourself. And I am very happy to tell you that I get a chance to talk to very attractive men myself, especially Bill Butel. Take it away.
General Hospital's Luke will be with us. Tony Geary joins us live. He'll talk about his big announcement. And Gil Hodges will tell us where to write soap star Tony Geary. He is coming to us live from the Plaza Hotel here in New York, where he's just announced some plans that could affect the future of General Hospital's Luke Spencer and Laura Spencer as well. Mr. Geary, can you hear us over here at Channel 7 okay?
Sure can, Tom.
All right. Could you sum up for us what you said at the news conference about the future and your plans? What was the big announcement that you had today?
ABC very graciously allowed me a press conference in order to announce the fact that I will be leaving General Hospital for a time. The Luke and Laura story will come to a conclusion at the end of the year, and I'm going off to do other projects, one of which is Movie of the Week for ABC that Gloria Monty is producing. I'm also working at the moment in Shakespeare, doing Antony and Cleopatra with Lynn Redgrave and Timothy Dalton, and I'm playing Octavius Caesar. And so basically it was a sort of fond farewell for a time.
Well, now you say for a time. That leaves the door open for a possible return to General Hospital, if I read you right.
Yes, I could, Luke Spencer is a very living, breathing human being, apart from who I am. And he could very often come back home to Port Charles for a guest appearance or a couple of weeks or whatever.
All right, before I get to all the questions that your fans have been calling into Channel 7 this afternoon, and there are many of them, what is the difference for you as an actor playing Luke Spencer on General Hospital and Octavius Caesar in Antony and Cleopatra? How do you approach those roles differently?
Well, acting is acting, and you find the heart and the soul of the character no matter what the medium is that you're playing. The obvious difference is, of course, that I'm working with Shakespeare's words,
right,
and the richness of that. The other difference would be that in doing a daytime show, Luke Spencer has lived for 5 years, day to day to day, and without a beginning, middle, and an end. And of course, in a play, you do have the pleasure of being able to modulate a performance all the way through from beginning to end.
Well, you just mentioned 5 years as Luke Spencer, and I don't mean this in any negative way whatsoever, but that's a long time. Have you ever gotten tired of Luke Spencer as an actor?
No, I've never gotten tired of Luke Spencer or of the working conditions on Hospital. I have become restless to recreate myself in another skin, with another look, with another sound, because I'm here to act, and Spencer has sort of been done. So I'm looking forward to doing other creations.
All right, these are all from viewers now. The most asked questions, are you staying with the show? You've already talked about that. What's going to happen with Luke and Laura? Can you tell us anything at all about the plot ending here?
Well, I can tell you the conclusion of the Luke and Laura story as we know it so far is that they go off together. Now, I can tell you that it's a beautifully romantic, as befitting their relationship, conclusion, but if I said any more than that, I'd be giving away storylines that a lot of people have worked a lot of years on, so it's not really fair to do that, is it?
All right, another most asked question, I would assume the answer is yes. Is Laura leaving the show?
Jeannie left the show 2 years ago and came back for 5 weeks in order to wrap up the Luke and Laura story.
Are you and Laura dating in real life?
Who, Tony and Laura? I mean, we have to get this separated.
Are Tony and Jeannie
dating in real life? No, we're very dear friends, and we have a love for each other, but we don't pick out furniture.
Okay. How did you get the role of Luke?
The producer, Gloria Monty, and I had worked together before on an ABC Wide World mystery movie, and she called me into her office one day 5 years ago and told me she would like to create a role for me on General Hospital, and that's how it started.
Okay. After a very emotional scene, how do you calm down when the director says, cut?
I usually go to my dressing room and cry it out. It's true. Sometimes the emotions get so full that you can't turn them off. I think if you can turn them on and off, they're not really that real, are they? So it's a cathartic experience to do emotional scenes that your heart is really breaking in, and you have to go home and deal with that broken heart for a while.
What about an especially steamy scene here with Jeannie, where you kiss and embrace passionately? Do you go to your dressing room then and take a cold shower?
I go to her dressing room and take a cold shower.
Oh, my God. Will Luke rescue Laura from the Cassadine family?
Oh, of course. I mean, Mr. Spencer has saved the world. He can certainly save her from these oil bags.
Okay. Why is the chemistry so good between Luke and Laura?
Well,
and I guess this would also be then the chemistry so good between you and Jeannie as people portraying those roles.
The chemistry, well, yeah, the relationship that Jeannie and I have in terms of being friends and soulmates and confidants definitely comes through in the work. And then the rest of it really is storyline and beautiful direction and production.
What TV shows do you like to watch yourself?
What TV shows do I like? Your show, Tom.
Thank you so much.
I tell you the truth, I don't watch a lot of television. In 5 years of working the way we've worked, sometimes as much as 70 pages of dialogue a day, I don't get much of a chance to watch TV. When I do, it's usually old movies, the news, or specials. I'm not really a...
You don't follow like the Dynasties and the Dallases and Hotels?
No, I don't think I've ever seen either one of those shows.
Well... John Forsythe will be thrilled about that, won't he?
Well, does he watch General Hospital? That's the question.
You know something? He's not here to answer, but I'll bet the answer might well be yes.
Well, I would hope he will.
Well, and you wouldn't be surprised. They often say, you know, you'd be surprised how many people watch that show. You wouldn't be surprised how many people watch General Hospital.
No, I'm not.
Are you married or do you wish to be?
I am not married, and at the moment I am only married to my career and to my insatiable appetite for success. So if a woman came along who could support that and who I could fall in love with, the doors are open. I'm not taking cards and letters, though, folks. We are not taking applications. I don't have a big charge or need right now to be married. No.
But now, do you have a lady that you date exclusively? Have you got a steady?
Several. Several.
Do they all know about each other, or is it kind of a...
Well, I don't know. I don't kiss and tell. They may call each other, but I don't know about it.
Okay. Tony, if you can hang on for just a minute, I have a commercial. We'll be back with more questions from Channel 7 viewers. For Tony, questions as well from viewers. Tracy.
Okay. That's right. Lucy up in the Bronx, Tony, wants to know what kind of woman you're looking for.
Lucy, I'm not looking for anybody. I'm quite happy with my life as a bachelor. Thank you.
But what if a woman came into your life, Tony, that was so sensational, so unbelievable, who supported your insatiable desire for success? There could be a relationship, could there not?
If she had a lot of real estate.
Yeah.
Okay. Lucy, do you have real estate, huh?
What was the first job you ever had?
My first professional job was in summer stock in Salt Lake City. I played the crocodile in Peter Pan with Ruta Lee, who was the largest-chested Peter Pan known to man. And
I think we'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Trace?
Josephine from Little Italy wants to know, what is General Hospital's future if you leave? In other words, I think she's asking a ratings question. Do you think the show is going to do as well as it did?
Well, the creative forces that brought the show to the peak of success are all there. Gloria Monty is there. Jackie Smith is still head of daytime of ABC. We're talking about an actor making a choice for his life. The show has been on 21 years. There is no doubt that the show will be around a lot longer than most of us.
A viewer in the Bronx wonders what is going on with your singing career.
Well, I sing now and then.
I know we saw the tape at Atlantic City over the weekend.
You saw tape?
Yeah, we had you on tape from Atlantic City for the shows you did there.
Okay, well, For a while there were a lot of people were courting me about recording and stuff, and it's not something that I'm an actor, and I started singing originally to be ready to do musical theater, and I enjoy the music, but it's not really something I would call a career, you know. So I could go out and sing at your homes if you like, but caroling, it's Christmas time.
All right. Tony, you've been very patient and a very good sport to sit for this interview and answer the questions of our viewers, and I thank you, and we all thank you for that.
Thank you, Tom.
And we wish you success in your future endeavors, and glad you'll be here in the movies on ABC.
Great, thank you.
All right, our great pleasure, Mr. Tony Geary. Tomorrow on the 5 o'clock...
Geary says he has no specific plans, except in his words, to satisfy his insatiable appetite for success. And I'm asked to tell you that the Luke hotline, which we had at 5 o'clock, is now closed. Luke has gone his way. Tom is no longer here. Tom Snyder is no longer here to ask the questions. So you people who continue to call on the Luke hotline, I'm afraid you'll get no satisfaction, just like Mick Jagger doesn't.